Number 20. The growth hormone deficiency. Messi was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency when he was 11. When he was signed to Barcelona at the age of 13, they offered to pay his medical bills as part of the contract, which explains why he's a normal-sized person, but a little bit on the short side. Number 19. The napkin contract. Messi's first contract to play for Barcelona was written on a napkin. When the scout saw how good he was, he didn't want to waste a moment, so he reached for the first thing he could find. It was either that, or the nearest person's forehead, so think a napkin made the most sense. It's now framed and hanging in Messi's lawyer's office. Number 18. The goals against every team in a row. Messi scored against every single team in La Liga consecutively. Imagine that. Every single team in the league, one after the other, was scored on by one player. That would be impressive in any league in the world, but La Liga, one of the top-tier leagues. That's just unbelievable. He might be a god. Number 17. The crazy amount of money. Every day, Messi makes around $128,000. His net worth is $180 million. If Barcelona ended their contract with him early, they would have to pay him $330,000, which would bring his net worth up to $500 million. Why anyone would even consider dropping him from the team is inconceivable, but it's still interesting to note. Number 16. The Leo Messi Foundation. The Leo Messi Foundation is particularly focused on the wellness of children in impoverished situations, supplying access to health care, education, and sports. He also funds research, training, and facilities in the medical field, and his Messi and Friends soccer matches are huge charitable events. Needless to say, he's a great man on and off the pitch. Number 15. The most goals in a single season. In just one season, Messi scored 73 goals for Barcelona, an all-time record. No other player has scored that many goals at a major club in Europe, and to be honest, no one has even really come close. The second most goals is 66, and he also has the 9th most and 16th most for different seasons. Messi is ridiculous. Number 14. The Goodwill Ambassador. Messi is a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. The United Nations Children Fund helps children all over the world, and Messi himself goes on Goodwill field missions, including a trip to Haiti in the wake of the earthquake. He's great at soccer, and even better at being a person. Talk about the whole package. Number 13. The same hometown as Che Guevara. Messi shares a hometown with Che Guevara, the Argentinian revolutionary and iconic face on every hipster's t-shirt. The city is Rosario and it's located in the central part of the country. Bonus fact, he also shares a birthday with Bayern Munich player David Alaba and Toronto FC player Cole Warner. Number 12. The Spanish Citizenship. Despite playing for his home country of Argentina, Messi is a citizen of Spain, and even qualifies to play for their national team. Argentina's deadly offense makes them beastly contenders in the World Cup, but could you imagine him on the Spain team? It wouldn't even be fair. Thankfully to the rest of the teams, he passed on the offer to play with the Spaniards. Number 11. The Guinness record and the most goals for Barca. Messi has a Guinness World Record for the most goals in a calendar year with 91. He also has the all-time scoring record for Barcelona. As of January 2016, that number is at 427, but he still has plenty of time to get plenty more. The second most goals scored for Barcelona, 232. It's safe to say he's going to double that. Number 10. The Champions League records. His Champions League stats are nothing to scoff at either. He's had 2 hat-tricks in a single season, 5 goals in a single game, goals in 23 different cities, 5 hat-tricks in a single season, and he was the top scorer for 4 seasons in a row, all of which are all-time records. Number 9. The childhood sweetheart marriage. Messi married Atoella Rocuzzo, a girl he met when he was just 5 years old. They tied the knot in 2009, had a son in 2012, and are one good-looking couple. She's a model, and I'm the only one that thinks she looks a lot like Modern Family star Sofia Vergara. Number 8. The son. His son, Theo, is already a member of the Newell's Old Boys Supporters Club, and became a member when he was just 3 days old. His custom kit has the number 10 on it, the same as his father, and he was even seen kicking a soccer ball on the beach. If he's even half as good as his father, we'll at least see him starting in the MLS. Number 7. The calf tattoo. On the back of his left calf, Messi has his son Theo's hands and name tattooed. Messi says that Theo was one of the best things that has happened to him in his long and impressive life, and I'm totally behind getting a tattoo, but that close to your moneymaker seems a little risky. What's wrong with the shoulder? Number 6. The La Liga legend. He's won 26 trophies, the most in Spain's football history. He's also the youngest player to score 200 goals in La Liga at just 25 years old. Oh, and he has the most goals in La Liga history with 292, the most assists in La Liga history with 115, the most away goals in La Liga history, the most La Liga hat-tricks in a single season, 8, and the most La Liga goals in a single season with 50. Well. Number 5. The Flea. His nickname is the Flea, which isn't the worst nickname in the world. It's a reference to his speed and agility, and probably a light jab at his size. People note that he's short, and he's one of the shortest top-tier strikers in soccer history. But at 5'7", it's not like most players tower over him. When you can crank perfect shots from outside the box, size really doesn't matter. Number 4. The musical preference. His favorite music genres are samba and cumbia. Samba is both a genre and a dance style, and it's exceedingly popular in Brazil, shaping much of its pop culture throughout its history. Samba is also both a dance style and genre of music, and this writer knows nothing about either one. But, if Messi likes it, I'm sure it's good. Number 3. The Ballad d'Or. Messi is the first player to get 5 Ballad d'Or placements, getting first place 3 times and second place twice. He also won the first 3 times in a row, and there has yet to be a ceremony where he wasn't in the top 2. The award ceremony is only 5 years old, but still. Number 2. The meeting with the Pope. Messi is a Catholic, and it's no surprise that he recently met the Pope since the two share a home country. the Pope is a big soccer fan. Messi is a big fan of the Catholic faith. It's just one big love fest. There were recent rumors that Messi converted to Islam, but really, who cares? Number 1. The Golden Foot. A Japanese jeweler made a solid gold replica of his foot. It looks pretty ridiculous, as it has disturbing details of his bones and veins, and kind of reminds me of a horrifying King Midas incident. It was sold for charity and is worth more than $5 million. Messi is truly a legend. Even if he retired tomorrow, he'd go down as one of the best in football history, and now that we know how great of a guy he is, he'll go down as one of the best in our hearts. Feel free to wipe that single tear.